about we play Nightmare?
Let's do it. This is for Taylor.
All right. Okay, Taylor. Oh, she just wrote. She's in Fort McMurray, Edmonton. She's in Fort McMurray, Alberta. So let's go ahead and Taylor, Fort McMurray.
Fort McMurray.
Yeah.
Sounds Irish. Okay. Fort McMurray.
All right, here it is. Here you go, Taylor.
All right, everyone. That was Nightmare. You guys want to tell us about that?
Nightmare? Yeah. It's Greg, you want to take it? I've been talking.
Yeah, that was I don't know, personal experience. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, just woke up. I think we were both sleeping or something like that, and we woke up. I think we were sleeping in the same house, something like that. We bunked or something. Anyways,
not the same bed though.
No, I know. I knew you were thinking that. No. We were just one night watching a movie, and we kind of woke up and
we're brothers, not lovers.
Yeah. We love our brother. Anyways, the point is, we woke up and had this this story in our heads about how good it is to how good a dream could be, and then we kind of just went from there.
Kind of like never getting the girl of your dreams. You only get her in your sleep, you know?
Yeah, and then when you wake up, you're almost there, and you say, oh, I should have got that one. And then,
oh, crap, I wish I wouldn't have woke up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, that was the thought, and it just kind of went from there, verse by verse, chorus by chorus, chord by chord. That's the way it goes.
We have another request, it looks like. And it's from
we got a request for Don't Stop Breathing. You got it queued up? Or?
Yeah, why don't you tell us about it first?
What are you talking about?
Don't Stop Breathing. It's about oxygen, I think, or something.
This one, I must say, I got a text message one night, and it said, "Don't stop breathing. If you do, I'll die." And that I was out actually with the guys playing tennis that night, and I looked at my phone, and I immediately started writing lyrics because I knew that could be like a really good lyric in a song. So I really started writing with it, and within that night, it was done again, and it's pretty much what came about. So kind of interesting. Like the way me and Greg write is pretty different, I think, from like most musicians. Like we have a really hard time writing under pressure, and I don't really like to write that way because when your music is forced, it's never going to be your best work. So I go everywhere with my iPad and that Quick Voice app on there, so I can record melodies or jingles whenever they pop into my head. And so I'm forever like waking up at like 3 in the morning and running to the washroom and recording a melody that I got in my head in my iPad.
That's how Nightmare was about.
Yeah, so whenever we write music, I should spur the moment. We could be doing anything.
I mean, literally, if you taped us on the process of making an Oceanbound song, you'd probably think we're nuts, but you'll never notice. You'll never see.
Most people think we're nuts anyway, Greg.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, if you put that video on YouTube, they'd be like, wow, these guys are nut jobs. But anyways, that's us. So.
Yeah, we need to do a making of a song video on YouTube.
You guys sound fun to me, so.
What's that?
You guys sound fun to me, so.
That's fun. We're fun crazy.
Fun crazy is good.
So we're going to put up Don't Stop Breathing then?
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
Yeah, man. Let's do it. And we're dedicating this one to Steph. I think she's from Canada too. So it goes out to her. Here it is. Enjoy.
Yeah, that was just something that was a request. I'm converting a song right now so that I can play it. Why don't you guys tell us about the song that I'm converting from YouTube right now?
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Well, basically, like, everybody knows Kylie Rae Jepsen song "Call Me Maybe." It's like all over almost every radio station. I think they even play it on country radio nowadays. It's like so popular. So we got so tired of hearing about it, we figured if you can't beat them, join them. So we decided to do our own version of "Call Me Maybe," seeing that we couldn't get it off the radio. So
that was in the studio. So
we've done our own version and punked it up quite a bit. And believe it or not, a lot of people said there's some really funny responses that they were just hating that song because it was overplayed. And after we did the version, they love our version a lot better. So.
Yeah, we're glad they liked our version. So
yeah, so if you come see one of our shows, we just might end up surprising you with it. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never heard this song either, so why don't we rock it?
Let's do it.
Okay, sounds
Let's do
good.
it. I have it. It's
It's
loaded.
Call Me Maybe, OB style.
Yeah, call me, maybe.
Here we go, everyone. Call me maybe. Oceanbound. Yeah,
What's that?
Back with Oceanbound. That was the song. First time I heard it too, and it was Call Me Maybe. Now, guys, we want to know if anybody else in chat or any of you listeners out there have any more questions. We're going to be ending our interview after about 3 songs, so we just want to make sure that there's no more questions before we go. So think of your questions. In the meantime, the guys are going to answer a couple questions from me. I'm going to ask them about a couple of their songs that I'm going to play next, which is Head Games and Fireworks. And Head Games happens to be one of my favorite songs, so why don't you guys tell us about them?
All right. We actually wrote that song in Orlando, right, Greg? After a long day at a theme park.
Yeah, it was. And how did it go? Yeah, and then we were almost going to go to bed, and I had a guitar there going, made up a riff there, and all the stuff we did that day, we kind of, and on cell phone, we put together into a song.
Text messages.
Yeah.
Text messages seem to inspire a lot of our songs.
And a lot of expressions from our friends about certain things we put into the song too. Yeah, some of our good buddies there in Orlando. So
Yeah, actually, we got a show next weekend up in Orlando. Shout out to my buddy Nick Houston.
Houston, yeah, the birds, mate, the birds.
He's from Romania, and funny guy. And he was raised in like London because he escaped Romania because it's like a crazy country or something like that. Anyways, he refers to all like girls or women as birds. Yeah. So that's when we were trying to write the second verse. That's why we said they sound like a bunch of annoying birds. That was for Nick. So
that's to him, and shout out to him. Yep.
Let's see. What was the other song I wanted to ask you about?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah, how was that written? Fireworks was, where did it go? Oh, it was you know what?
You forget your own song there, Greg?
I don't know how to play it sometimes. Holy smokes.
For anybody listening, we need a new bass player, just letting you know.
1-800. Yeah.
You know, Fireworks is pretty funny. Like it's and I just want to let everybody know that we actually wrote this song Fireworks way before Katy Perry came out with her song Fireworks, and
she copied you.
She's copying us. No, she's got a lot more money and backing from the music industry to get her music out sooner. So that was kind of our problem. When we saw that she came out with it, we were like, you got to be kidding me. But, I mean, the songs are completely different, but they basically have the same meaning. Like, you know, when you first see somebody that you really, really like, you know, you feel like, you know, there's an explosion of, you know, fireworks or emotion going off. So that's kind of how we came up with it. But the lyrics, again, are pretty interesting because we love putting in, like, double meanings, like double entendres.
There's a lot of double meanings, if you notice.
All of our music, you know, not just this song, but this one in particular, like the chorus is, fireworks go off in the sky, and if we touch the sparks, and it says, I'm your match, so like they're matched together. I'm your match, like, you know, like strike your match on a box, and baby, you're my flame, you know, so they both have double meanings, you know, to them. And if you look at the lyrics on a lot of the songs and you listen to it, you're going to notice like a lot of really cool, like, little double entendres in a lot of the songs. So we like to keep it funny. Every song almost has like a little joke here or there because we're not serious.
Yeah, basically when you listen to the lyrics, that's kind of what happened to us in that day or that week that we wrote about. So good things happen, I guess.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's those two. So, but if anybody else has any other questions about any of the songs that came up earlier or anything they want to ask us, what you know, how tall we are, what color we're wearing, you know, whatever. We're here to answer questions. So.
Exactly. So let's
What
play
am I wearing? Oh,
let's play head games and fireworks. If anybody
all right, sounds good.
if anybody has